I'm in bad need of a shower, I'll be completely honest. I really need to shower. I'm gonna shower as soon as I finish this. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Today we are using the team that Toph used in the Wolf Click Super Smash Bros. Pokemon Sword and Shield Invitational. I think this team is actually super good. I'm really excited to use it. There's a specific thing that I really want to try out, which is the Hitmontop plus Togekiss combination. And I have a feeling that it's going to be pretty strong. When I heard about it, I thought it was like a super good idea. Hitmontop supports Togekiss really well because Hitmontop has Intimidate, which boosts Togekiss's physical defense, and it also has Bullet Punch, which can activate its own weakness policy. So, as well as Fake Out, and yeah. So overall, I think the team is really cool. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. I don't know. Like, I'm excited to try it. I know Toph actually he did lose. Like he didn't do probably as well as he would have liked to in the Invitational. However, I do think that the team is actually pretty good, and so I don't know. I'm excited to use it myself because I really like the concept. So we see here what's a Trick Room team. They have Togekiss and Indeedee, both who set Trick Room. They have geez, this is kind of annoying, isn't it? Let's see. There's a couple Pokemon here that are pretty annoying. Swords Dance. So this team is Swords Dance, Focus Sash, Excadrill, which I think is pretty good here. I'm going to do Excadrill and Rotom up front with Hitmontop, and Togekiss doesn't follow me, so that is an option. I'm a little worried. I'm going to bring Hitmontop for sure in the back, and then I'm going to bring Togekiss as well, I think. Gyarados is Moxie. I don't love Gyarados here. I know it's kind of weird to bring Togekiss in the back, but I think it could be good here. Yeah, I don't really want to leave with Hitmontop because, I mean, actually, Fake Out's not bad here. I think actually Hitmontop would have been a good lead here in hindsight. But that's okay. Live and learn. Can't win them all. Let's see what they go for. It's also not guaranteed to be Trick Room Whimsicott. Like, it might be, you know, dual Trick Room team or Trick Room Tailwind team. Countering Togekiss, that makes it look like it's probably Trick Room, most likely. Double Shiny as well, so that's cool. One of those was Prism Shinies. Let's see. I think in this situation, I've got no reason not to just go for, like, Swords Dance and Volt Switch into the Togekiss. I think that I don't think Togekiss is likely to Dynamax here. Even if it does, I have ways around it. I need to find a way through this Trick Room. That's definitely a thing. Follow Me comes out, so that tells us it's probably not going to be, weakness policy, although obviously our Togekiss is weakness policy as well. So yeah, we'll see here. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, activate a weakness policy if it has it, but otherwise do some good damage. See if they have it. They do not. Okay. I think I want to save Hitmontop, so I think my next move here is actually to go Togekiss. Sorry, guys. I was having computer problems, so I restarted, so now I'm getting all my notifications. This Togekiss is not bulky at all. Trick Room goes up, so I have to find a way through this Trick Room, effectively. If I'm in my opponent's position, I'm just going for, like, Dazzling Gleam and Follow Me. I really don't want to lose my Hatterene here. So, to counter that, I'm going to go for Protect and Dazzling Gleam. This is good for a number of reasons. The first is that it wastes a turn of Trick Room. There's no guarantee. I mean, Hatterene could Dynamax here and go for, like, Mystical Fire. That'd be kind of annoying. But I do just kind of want to start wasting Trick Room turns. Especially, like, my Togekiss isn't super bulky, but Togekiss is naturally physically bulky, so, or especially bulky, excuse me. So, I think there's a good chance that, like, Togekiss could survive this turn and maybe the next turn. If you're my opponent, I don't know if you Dynamax here, because I don't think you can. I guess maybe, like, Helping Hand and try and Oko my Togekiss could be good. They don't go for Dynamax, so Excadrill's Focus Sash remains intact. That's really important in this matchup, I think. Let's see what they go for. Follow Me, and what I presume is going to be Dazzling Gleam, though I guess it could be Mystical Fire as well. Mystical Fire comes out into Excadrill, that's fine. I'm going for the Dazzling Gleam here. That actually does a good chunk of damage, I think, because our Togekiss is so offensive. I'm going to go for Follow Me and Earthquake here. I actually think that's a better move, because I don't really need to Dynamax, first of all. This covers a switch. I don't think they would switch here, but just in case. I also still preserve my Dynamax, which is probably not super important here, but I don't know. It could come in handy. Follow Me comes out on our side. They actually do. They go for They attack with their Togekiss, which is interesting. Which means they'll break my Focus Sash. Flamethrower comes out. Actually, they do not break my Focus Sash. It's not Dazzling Gleam. That's a really good Follow Me on my part, if I do say so myself. And then Earthquake comes out. So let's see. How do I win this? Hatterene's going to go down here. They have 2 turns left of Trick Room. I mean, we're not in bad shape at all. We have to find a way through this Trick Room. I'm just not sure when I want to Dynamax, you know? I could do some. I mean, I have a couple tricks left up my sleeve, if we're going to be honest. Rhyperior is the obvious switch in there. It is shiny. So what I want to do here is I want to switch into Hitmontop, I think. Lowering Rhyperior's attack is really nice. I do not think that I can... Yeah, I'm going to go for Max Steel Spike here, actually. Oh, wait, how many trigger left? There's 2? So, actually, I can go for Max Steel Spike here. I'm going to read the Max Rocket to Togekiss and go for what's maybe a risky switch, but I think it'll be okay. Switching to Hitmontop. This is good because next turn's the last turn of Trick Room, so I have a pretty safe, like, switch and Max Guard, or really do anything in Max Guard. Rhyperior's going to Dynamax here and most likely set the Sandstorm. But because we, like, the worst case scenario here is that we get burned. But honestly, even if we get burned, it's really not the end of the world. Like, because we still have Rotom left. Wait, is that me? No, it's them. Okay. For a second, I thought it was me. Because it's default trainer. Oh, I'm going to customize my trainer for Dallas, guys. I just forgot. But it's literally on my... It's on my to-do list. Which I will do after I shower. That's going to be the next thing I do. After I shower, I will customize my trainer unless I forget, but hopefully I won't forget. We're going to Dynamax Excadrill here, everyone's favorite phrase. But yeah, I think overall we're in a pretty good spot. I don't think they'll max ground into my Excadrill this turn, and even if they do, I think we could survive it. Max ground plus Flamethrower. If that does happen, though, we could lose. But the thing is, because we have Intimidate and Rhyperior, it's not that strong. Like, it's definitely strong. Max Guard, actually, so this ends up being a really good turn for us. So Togekiss goes for Flamethrower. Now it is Serene Grace, and it actually does a ton of damage. We do get burned, which is unfortunate. However, we're still +2. We'll still get the KO on Togekiss here. It's not the end of the world. Like, that's Serene Grace Flamethrower for you. 20% burn. Yeah, and they're almost at a Trick Room. So, in this scenario, I honestly don't feel that bad. Like, we're +1 defense. They're -1 attack on Rhyperior. We still have Rotom Cut in the back, which is quite nice. We still have Hitmontop at full with the berry. I can actually still proc my own weakness policy in this game. That's actually not out of the question. Although, actually, it'll probably KO. I probably shouldn't do that. But it's the thought that counts. Yeah, and I have a pretty safe, like, fake out Max Guard if I want to. Snorlax is the last. Okay. Okay, so if I faint this turn, how bad is it? Because I have a really safe... Let's see. I have a really safe... It seems kind of dumb, but I'm actually going to Max Guard and fake out this turn into Snorlax. If Snorlax goes down, or if I can do enough damage to it, then I will win with... with Rotom Cut into Rhyperior. Actually goes for Max Guard. I always feel a little dumb using Max Guard, because it's like, I feel like if I'm Dynamax, I should be attacking, but I think I like that here. Fake Out gets a little bit of chip. We're not really using it for the chip. This should be Quake into Excadrill. It is, and now Trick Room is over, and we're in a really good spot. We're still Dynamax Excadrill. Rhyperior is -1. I'm going to get another defense boost this turn, which is going to be really good. I can go for Max Steel Spike at neutral and close combat. I've also made it so Rhyperior only got 1 good attack off here. Turn off the... This probably is going to be like 50? Yeah, about 50. And because of the berry, we probably won't KO with close combat, but also, as long as Snorlax isn't able to like start setting up, it's not really that much of a threat. Yeah, it eats the berry. Not a big deal. I don't think close combat KOs here. I'm not super positive. I haven't used Hitmontop in a while. I don't know how offensive this one is. Yeah, it's just barely short, but even a Recycle, it's in range next turn. We are still boosted defense on Hitmontop because it's taken 2 steel boosts. So Snorlax goes for. Quake comes out. I actually think we will survive this if I had to guess. But I'm not positive. We did survive just barely, so Snorlax could take us out here, but I think it's more likely that it's going to be doing something else. Yeah. Belly Drum. Okay, well, that's something else for sure. And now I can go for, yeah, from here on it's pretty easy, truth be told. Like, with Rotom Cut in the back, it'd frankly be really hard to lose this. I could always lose. That's not something that I want to underestimate for myself. I definitely believe in my ability to lose any game, but I have pretty safe moves as long as I don't activate the weakness policy. I can just Iron Head and switch to Togekiss. The worst case scenario, I lose both my Mons this turn, and I can still win next turn. It's not a huge deal. With -2 on Rhyperior, it's going to be really difficult for it to win. And Snorlax also don't normally run Protect. So, yeah, this one should be pretty much in the bag. I've gone Togekiss here because just in case Rotom got crit or something. Like, if Rotom goes down, I definitely could lose this, because I have Rotom up front. Yeah. Iron Head comes out, this should kill Snorlax. Go ahead, Snorlax, and now I guess Rock Slide actually might make some sense here. Earthquake comes out. Alright, cool. And then I can just go Rotom, Dazzling Gleam, Leaf Storm, and then win the game from there. So, overall solid. I know that, I know Toph's team had some trouble with Trick Room in the tournament. I do think it's kind of, it was that specific team, more importantly. Like, Because it had Dusclops and Torkoal and Rhyperior. Hitmontop is actually pretty good against some kinds of Trick Room builds. I actually do like Hitmontop for that, but yeah. Leaf Storm, and I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. I think the damage is actually better here. But yeah, this should be pretty much over. Because I can't... Leaf Storm, I honestly expect will KO, and even if it doesn't, like... Yeah. Even if it missed, like, we shouldn't really be able to get KO'd in return. Yeah, that's the whole game. So, that's game one. I feel pretty good about that. I actually like Rotom C a lot as a Pokemon. I haven't used it very much. But the typing is really nice. Electric and Grass are actually really nice in this format. Like, I feel like Grass offensively is a bit nicer than normal. I guess there's a lot of rock types. There's a lot of things that Grass and Electric hit neutrally. You know what I'm saying? Like the ground types that are immune to Electric, Grass hits for super effective damage. They both hit water, which is nice. So a Pokemon like Gastrodon and like Pokemon like Gastrodon and even Dracovish doesn't have a great matchup against Rotom, although I'm sure Choice Band can still OHKO given the right support. I don't love Volt Switch normally, but I felt good in that game. Especially I feel like with Hitmontop it's pretty good. So opponents number 612 in the world, so they're pretty good. This is a rain team with elements of Trick Room. I'm not that afraid of... I'm a little afraid of rain, truth be told. Gyarados is actually really good here, but I really... Like, Gyarados is super good offensively, but I really do want to try Togekiss. Oh, wait, I have T-Tar. What am I saying? And Rotom? Oh my god, I got some good Pokemon in this matchup. I just have to watch out for that Mimikyu. I think I bring Rotom T-Tar. T-Tar is so good against rain. I just have to be really careful with... Yeah, how I do that. I need to be careful with Hitmontop specifically. I think I would have preferred to lead Rotom C here in hindsight. Because against pretty much anything that's not Mimikyu and... Against most things that aren't Mimikyu and like... Or against most things that aren't... I like my lead except for... Unless they go for Mimikyu Trick Room stuff. Otherwise Rotom Cut probably would have been better, but... yeah, my goal this game is to use Hitmontop and Tyranitar to get around, like, defensively, and then to use Togekiss and Rotom Cut offensively. I did not bring that much for Rhyperior, so I'm a little worried about that. I feel like my team probably looks kind of Trick Room weak, but I don't know. I mean, I could have done, like, Excadrill, Hitmontop, because I have Focus Sash, so I could have gone, like, Fake Out Pressure, I could have gone for Steel Spike Pressure. I just don't have Rockfall on Excadrill, which I definitely agree with, but it makes this kind of matchup hard. I feel like Ludicolo Pelipper is such a tempting lead here. Let's see. Ludicolo something, maybe. Q. Beast Ball and Mimikyu. Okay, that... Oh, it's Q because Mimikyu, right. So... Let's see. I'm gonna go for, I'm gonna hard switch here into... Rotom or Tyranitar? I'm gonna go Rotom here. I think that's more likely, or more threatening, and I'm just going for the thick Airstream into Ludicolo. They stayed in with Mimikyu, or I don't know how fast my Hitmontop is, so I guess they might not have stayed in with Mimikyu. I know setting Stream is like maybe not optimal here. I think that's me. Setting Stream is maybe not optimal, but I really want damage. I really want Ludicolo gone. I also, like, depending on how they're trained, I don't know if Airstream will KO. Also, like, this screams Trick Room, obviously, but there is a possibility that it isn't Trick Room, so we'll see. Togekiss is up front. Let's see what Ludicolo goes for. I kind of expect Fake Out. It goes for Fake Out into probably Rotom. Yeah. Life of Ludicolo. Okay, so that's interesting. Bop. But you get the OHKO and Ludicolo, but now they get Rhyperior and Trick Room for free, which is frankly kind of bad. I'll be honest. Definitely not the best thing. It could be Lightning Rod Rhyperior. That's something I have to consider. Trick Room comes up. Yeah. So the speed boost is bad, obviously. Speed boost is not the best thing. I actually think the optimal play here is actually to switch out Togekiss into Hitmontop and go for Will-O-Wisp into Rhyperior. But I think that I have other options as well. Because Rhyperior is not that threatening as long as they can't proc the weakness policy. I don't know how well Togekiss takes Max Rockfall after Intimidate and in Dynamax form. I'm going to assume I take it, like, somewhat well. Like, enough to live a Mimikyu attack as well. But honestly, who knows? But if I get +2 Max Rockfall off, like, or Max Fairy off, maybe I shouldn't have taken the kill there. Maybe just, like Dazzling Gleam would be better. Here's Rhyperior. Here's Lapras, actually. So that's interesting. I don't want to let the opponent get a... I really don't want to let the opponent get a... Mimikyu's intimidated. Lapras is going to Dynamax here and go for an Ice move. Max Hailstorm. I'm going to Starfall into Lapras. I guess they didn't want to go Rhyperior. I guess this tells us that their last Pokemon is probably Rhyperior. I do think that their Lapras is going to target my Rotom slot this turn. Also, Togekiss is really especially bulky, so I'm not that worried about, like, I don't know. I'm not that worried about taking an... Like, it might actually be good to take a nice move here. There should be Dynamax Lapras. It could be Dynamax Mimikyu, but I think it's Dynamax Lapras. It's in the dive ball, so probably Lapras if I had to guess. Lapras Dynamaxes. This thing is going to be really bulky and really hard to remove, but I am Assault Vest T-Tar, which means I take hits, like, super well. I just have to get through this trick room. Because it could be either Assault Vest or Weakness Policy Lapras, both of which are pretty annoying. Okay, let's see. Mimikyu goes for... Or Lapras goes for Hailstorm. Okay, that makes sense. One of my Pokemon's going to take this. It's T-Tar. I knew they were going after Rotom. Don't take... I mean, I pretty much take nothing, if we're going to be honest. Hail comes out. That's fine, though. We're not that concerned about Hail. I just need to make sure I remember to break to get rid of Mimikyu at some point. Play Rough comes out. They actually double into T-Tar. I really like that play. Really like that play. Starfall comes out. This is not going to do that much. Actually doesn't really do anything, if we're going to be honest. What do I want to do here? I'm in range of another Play Rough, which is really kind of annoying. But T-Tar is faster than, or slower than Mimikyu, which means it's faster than Mimikyu. So I kind of just want to double up into... Oh, I actually want to Snarl, Break Disguise, and go for Starfall. I think that's my best move here. I think that's my best move here. Because Togekiss isn't going to take much damage this turn. Although, we are in a little bit of trouble. T-Tar is actually super, super slow. Slower than Lapras even. Not what I expected, but that's really big. We're going to take this attack really well now thanks to that drop. And we also get rid of Disguise, which is kind of a huge deal in this matchup. This should be Hailstorm. And this should be into Togekiss, but I was pretty sure we are going to live it even without the... Oh, it's into T-Tar. We're going to live that. Okay. They didn't want to activate my weakness policy, which I agree with. Play Rough comes out into T-Tar, which is not amazing. Huh. Okay, last mon is probably Rhyperior. Yikes. Okay, I'm not really doing much damage. That's my last turn of Dynamax. I think there's too many turns of Dynamax left on their side. I'm going to go Hitmontop here. Or should I go Rotom? Rotom, Volt Switch into Hitmontop, and then... But then what? I think I go Hitmontop here and go for Bullet Punch. This might be the wrong move. That might be the wrong move. I think I made the wrong move. Okay, let's see. Someone remind me I can't burn. Togekiss is gone. I think they still have 2 turns left to Trick Room, which is super annoying. Yeah, I might have messed this one up. Oops. I want to check the summary, see how fast I am. I imagine I'm pretty slow. 81 versus 90. No guarantee of who's faster here. I think I have to go for Bullet Punch this turn into Mimikyu and follow me. Actually, you know what? I see a plan. I see a plan. I'm going to follow me Bullet Punch. I'm going to try and win this game with Rotom C at the end. We go for Bullet Punch and Mimikyu. This might be Babbery Berry. I feel like they run Babbery Berry. Nope, no Babbery Berry. Hope it's not Weakness Policy. But guys, I'm going to be honest, that didn't do anything. Oh, wait. My perfect plan has a problem. I should live this. Actually, maybe not. Let's go Togekiss. So maybe Dazzling Gleam would have been better there. I don't know if Follow Me was really doing much for me there. If we survive or if they miss, that'd be... Oh, it's actually really bad. Huh. Mimikyu is slower. Okay, so that's interesting. It's like... okay, that's kind of bad. I'll be honest. I don't think Bullet Punch will KO from this range. Pretty sure Bullet Punch is not going to KO from this range, and I don't know if I can take a Play Rough. I hope I take a Play Rough. It's probably Blizzard as well, if I had to guess. So like, I don't think Follow Me really does that much for me, but just in case, Blizzard would be really bad. Ice Beam would be okay, but I think it's probably Blizzard. Bullet Punch comes out. I don't think this KO is based on how much it did last turn. Yeah, Mimikyu's super bulky. Oh, what if it's Berry? Okay, it's Freeze Dry. You know, I'm not an expert, but I do think given how little my little damage my Hitmontop is doing, I think there's a small chance, a really small chance that I will survive the Play Rough, or that it'll miss. Like that. That's easy, guys. I don't know why you were worried. I told you what was going to happen. Duh. I think we would have survived, though I'm not entirely sure. Now, this is not over, because if it's a Solfest Rotom, for example, how many turns of Trick or of Misty Trainer left? Last turn of Mist, last turn of Hail. You know, actually, I think the better move here is just go for Close Combat into Lapras and Volt Switch into Mimikyu. Unless it's Lightning Rod Rapier and it switches in for Lapras this turn. They go for Protect on Lapras. Okay, that's good to know. They do have Protect. Sneak comes out. Okay, into Rotom. They really want Rotom gone. I assume that it's Rhyperior is the last. I am undropped in the defense category. Hail is gone. Mist is gone. It's combat. Let's see. Hail's gone. Mist is gone. I can burn things now. Okay, and the last one, I think based on how they're playing as Rhyperior, though frankly, Rhyperior or Pelipper makes sense, in my opinion, based on how they've been playing. I could still lose this. I don't know that one. It is Rhyperior. Okay, so Rotom C has spooked them, obviously. I have a really safe close combat into Lapras, and I think, okay, Leaf Storm is more accurate, though I feel like Will-O-Wisp is better. But I'm going to go for close combat on Leaf Storm. We know that Hitmontop is faster than Lapras. I assume Hitmontop is faster than Lapras. I'm not actually positive. Lapras is also minus 1 special attack, so it is slightly weaker than normal. This is kind of a weird... Lapras and Rhyperior look really funny next to each other. Leaf Storm comes out. Do we connect? We do. This should KO. If we don't KO... No, we KO, yeah. Okay. And that should be the game, I think, because Hitmontop should just pick up the KO here. Let's see. Close Combat comes out, unless it's Chopal, which is not... That's the game. So we got a little lucky dodging a Play Rough. I don't know if that would have KO'd. Tyranitar took it really well, but it was intimidated at that point. So, and it's clearly bulky Mimikyu and bulky Hitmontop, so I feel like Hitmontop could have taken it. But, again, we never know. But thankfully, my Hitmontop dodged a hit, so, yeah. Overall, I think this team is super fun. I don't know how good it is. I feel like Trick Room is I feel like this team is better against teams that don't have a strong Trick Room option, just because you kind of have to weather the storm a bit. With no protect on, you know, Togekiss or Hitmontop or Tyranitar, it can be kind of hard. I also brought all three of those, so maybe that was my bad for bringing Pokemon that weren't like known for being great against Trick Room. But I think Hitmontop is actually pretty good against, you know, these physical-based Trick Room teams. Anyway, I want to shower, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have not already, please subscribe. That'd be sick. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Peace.